That's who we are. That is who we are. And if you don't like it, don't come here. And if you're here and you don't like it, go home. Go someplace else. People who could not even spell the word vote or say it in English put a committed socialist ideologue in the White House.
I'm just tired of the government trying to turn our country into a third world country.
The president made to look like an African witch doctor. Pretty ugly, racist image that was a popular prop.
I think we do not have a civics literacy test before people can vote in this country.
And then he went on to say that people at the convention should have to pass literacy tests in order to be able to vote in this country, which is the same thing that happened in the 50s to prevent African Americans from voting. It's innate racism.
That's who we are. That is who we are.
You call the president an Indonesian Muslim turned welfare thug and a racist in chief. I mean, is that the kind of...
That's the way he's behaving.
I'd like to see a Christian in the White House is what I'd like to see.
You don't think Obama's a Christian?
No, I don't. He's a Muslim.
And the Republican Party needs to watch out. You know, hate is a cheap and easy recruiting tool for these Tea Partiers.
The fact of the matter is they're not just talking about policy. They're talking about things like secession. They're talking about things like get your hands off my country.
And it is our nation. Take it back. God bless you. You ready for a tea party? Yeah!
Why do you hate Mexicans?
Because they're filthy, stinking animals.
Really?
What am I supposed to be ashamed or something?
Well,
No, you shouldn't be ashamed, wetbacks. That's right. That's right. I'm not ashamed, wetbacks. Wetbacks need to be ashamed.
Do you think that Obama is moving the country towards socialism?
Oh, yeah, that's all he knows.
Yes. We are losing our country. We think the Muslims are moving in and taking over.
This guy is, I believe, a racist.
Afro-Leninism coming to you on a silver platter. Barack Hussein Obama.
And I don't want this to be a communist socialist nation. That's what our troops died for. And so we would not have been enslaved by the Nazis or the communists.
Join me in standing up to those who seek to destroy these freedoms. Join me in taking back this great nation.
And this time, in addition to signs denouncing government spending, protesters were encouraged to bring their guns.
There are those who continually attempt to shoot down our right to bear arms promised by the Second Amendment.
Who do you think is more dangerous, Al-Qaeda or Obama?
Obama.
Obama's more dangerous than Osama.
Absolutely. We can fight Al-Qaeda. We can't kill Obama.
We want independence from tyranny.
I think also that the Republican Party philosophy is much closer aligned to those individuals who have associated themselves with the Tea Party movement. So absolutely, we ought to embrace their ideals because it's smaller government, lower taxes, and more individual responsibility, those things that Republicans believe in.
While some are prepared to write the obituary on capitalism and the conservative movement, I believe we are on the verge of a great American awakening, and it will begin here, and begin now, and begin with you.
So, you know, tomorrow they're going to say we were just a bunch of wingnuts, but you know who we are? We here today are the modern day patriots.
Webster's College Dictionary describes the revolution this way: a complete and forcible overthrow and replacement of an established government or political system by the people that are governed.
The majority of the politicians here in Washington seem to think that Americans are either asleep or stupid. But you prove today that Americans are awake, they're informed, and they're outraged.
All Tea Party patriots, I am so honored to join you for another rally, which is just going to be another in the series of rallies until we take back Washington.
We're taking a great risk that I'm going to be put on Obama's Homeland Security radical list. God bless you all!
They're a new movement. They invited Tancredo to speak. It wasn't like he just showed up. So they better be careful about who they put in the spotlight, or they could become marginalized very easily. Angry people can say some very strange things from time to time, and this is a risk for the Republican Party. We'll just have to watch and see what happens.
The difference between a citizen and a slave is that citizens are armed.
Well, that's a lot of the government now is intimidating people that we're the criminals, we're the terrorists.
What you carrying?
Glock 21.
That's a 9mm.
Springfield 45.
6 hour piece, 220, 45.
Nice.
That's my normal carry gun.
Cool.
What good's an empty gun?
Nearly every day, the IRS says its employees face threats from frustrated taxpayers.
Hazmat crews have descended on an Internal Revenue Service building in Weber County today.
And now the FBI is looking into a possible threat inside.
There have been roughly 900 threats against IRS employees in recent years, and that the number is dramatically increasing.
Breaking news out of Austin, Texas, where the pilot of a small plane slammed into a 7-story building. That building houses offices for the Internal Revenue Service and the CIA.
This certainly looks like the definition of domestic terror.
The suspected pilot in this case, Joseph Stack, was believed to have been on a suicide mission and angry at the government. A terrorist act.
Nothing better than a dead liberal.
Really? Do you really mean that? What about the president?
Might be a good idea.
What good's an empty gun?